that Victor Moses is different from Alain Traoré. Okay.
Mikel Obi is different. And that our goalkeeper is Vincent Nyama.
Mikel Obi is different from Aristide Bonsi.
They will know that there's a difference. So play Burkina Faso, no problem. But the fact of the case is, when you come to Calabar, 16th of November, we must try to spell Ethiopia on that day. We must try. And then we party.
If they bring those there,
have mercy on them. Why do you want to spell it? They've traveled so far.
And they already lost at home.
So they're just 2-0, 3-0.
If they bring those Ethiopian ladies, the supporters, we can possibly do it.
We have Calabar ladies too. We also bring our Calabar ladies.
The more the merrier. The more the merrier. It's a big.
All right, let's go on to some very serious issues now. Let's go to the UAE, United Arab Emirates. United Arab Emirates. Yeah, UAE. You know, sometimes you can confuse these things. That's where the FIFA Under-17 World Cup is taking place. And there's an interesting story coming out after yesterday's 4-1 thrashing of Iran. The coach of Iran, I mean, at the post-match, started talking about the maturity of the Nigerian team. And he was saying, if they are 17, if these boys are under 17, if these boys are young, what is he saying? And Monogaba got angry and says, look, I will report it to FIFA. What are you insinuating?
Well, the man was just full of contradictions. At the time, he was like apologizing and still insisted that if these players are teenagers, that they didn't strike him like teenagers, the way they played, the maturity, and all that. You know, I think the man is entitled to his opinion as at the post-match conference. But I think we should also ask ourselves some questions. You know, the allegation he raised, are they true or not? If they are not true, good for us. I mean,
absolutely, passport for Nigeria.
Good for us. If they are not true, so it's just a soul-searching question. Somebody will ask you a question. You look at yourself. What this person is saying, is it true or not? You ask yourself. You know, if you want to be sincere. So that is what we Nigerians should begin to ask.
Some are arguing that maybe the man is a sore loser, that maybe he didn't expect his team to be beaten or played off the park so comprehensively. But these people do have they have a basis for their arguments. We've said it on this program before. In time past, we've seen so-called under 17 players being met at the airports by their wives and children. But if this is the case, or hopefully this is not the case in this situation, and you have to look at it this way. If this man is making these allegations, that means he's insulting not only the Nigerian FA, but also FIFA as well. Because FIFA has done a tremendous amount of work to ensure that the MRI scans that they've been carrying out for the past few years ensures that the players that appear at this tournament are within the certain age limit. So if they're saying, if he's making these allegations, he's saying that FIFA and the MRI scan scheme have failed. That is what he's trying to say.
Well, let's leave that man with his woes on one side, because, you know, when you lose a game like this, when you try to find excuses, find reasons why. I mean, look at this
4-1. Some people lost 6-1. What are those ones supposed to say?
And they bounce back. And the Sweden team that forced us to a 3-0 draw are also playing games and are still doing well. Brazil are also scoring plenty of goals.
Well, I think FIFA should just call the man and let him substantiate his allegations.
He's not the only one. The UAE coach also made the same allegations as well after they were knocked out.
After they were knocked out in the first
they said that plenty. He can swear on any holy book that many of the players here are not within the age of 17. So
casting doubts on bringing the game into disrepute.
And aspersions on different countries and their players. So I think FIFA has to do a lot in curbing this kind of unguarded utterances. We've seen what happened in the past when our own coach, Madame Bosso, accused
Howard Webb of racism a couple of years ago.
So we have to do a lot.
Okay, if our boys were scoring great goals, what about this goal by Iran?
Do we say that's not a goal by a 17-year-old?
Do we say that goal does not look like a goal scored by a 17-year-old? Anyway, let's leave that man on one side. The story is our boys are true. And I hope to the quarterfinals, and we have a difficult game on Saturday against Uruguay. And I hope these boys can reproduce that form. People have said a lot about this team, academy boys, for the first time. Nobody playing in the leagues, which I think is a step in the right direction. Let's go on quickly to some other issues before we go on a break and talk about the main issue of the day, which is the league management company and the club owners. Football politics in Nigeria. Victor Romson Baribote, Taiwo Ogunjobi, banned by the Nigerian Football Federation. The story that I got a couple of minutes ago is that now We raised this issue, I think last week, that they were claiming they've not been officially communicated by the NFF. We got confirmation today from the NFF that now Taiwo Ogunjobi and Victor Baribote-Rumson have been officially informed that they have been banned from football. Ogunjobi for 10 years, Baribote for 15 years. But they are saying, what are you banning us for? Where is the report? Make it public for people to see. Is that a necessary step in getting to the end of what looks like a potential banana peel?
It's a legitimate...
Tony, first and foremost, I think this is putting the cart before the horse. Before you make it public, I think the first thing they should have done was to communicate the Chief Baribote and Chief Taiwo Ogunjobi before they made...
Okay, that the formal pronouncement of the ban should have gone first.
You communicate them that this is what the NFF...
before it goes to the media.
Resolution. Then, secondly, we have said it here. I saw the communique, and you saw it. Tunde saw it too. The communique appeared vague. I mean, we have read decisions of court cases, judges. They go to an elaborate extent to explain why these people should go to jail.
Particularly cases like this.
Explain why these people should face the music. We didn't see anything. It appeared that they were in a hurry to just issue a communique. We didn't see anything. As journalists, we were just interpreting that perhaps
maybe
because of the transfer saga, because this man took the NFF to court, it was not written in black and white. So it's vague. So if they are complaining that they didn't see any report, I think I agree with them.
They are well within their rights to make this kind of...
We've made a lot of... We've talked a lot about Taiwo Ogunjobi's case and his own issues about the authenticity of Kadola Riwaju's petition, that his signatures on the petition and the signature in his passport do not tally, and the signatures in other documents do not tally as his own basis. We've not spoken so much about Victor Baribote-Rumson, and that's why tonight on this program we are also throwing it up. It doesn't look like we're being fair to Victor Baribote-Rumson to hear from his own side. We were told his own case is he took football matters to a civil court. Let him also come and tell us exactly. That's on this show.
We were told.
That's the communique. So let Baribote also come and tell us his own side of the story. And we are using Sports Tonight, this platform, as an opportunity to invite former chairman of the Nigerian Premier League, president of Nimbe City, to come and come. Well, we've invited him to this same program on many occasions in the past when he was chairman of the league, but he never showed up. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt to come on this show and tell us his own side. So that lawyers will tell you that the best client is a rich man who is in trouble. Okay, maybe that's why. Baribote is in trouble now. We'll possibly see. Okay, all right. Whether he's in trouble or not, we just want to provide a level playing field. And of course, the chairman of the committee that sat on Baribote's case is Emeka Nyama. Will also try to listen to him to also tell us what the offenses of Baribote were, so that he will tell us, and then we will also get Baribote to react to some of those things in the interest of Nigerian football. Nigerian football is in the mess it is right now because of court cases, perceived injustice that people didn't react to, and then they snowballed into major crisis. We want to nip that in the bud right now and ensure that that is not the case with Ogunjobi and Baribote-Rumson. All right, let's go on a quick break, gentlemen. When we return from the break, the big issue, what is happening? Club owners, LMC on one side. There was a meeting in Abuja today. We were expecting the big pronouncement of when the 2013-2014 Globe Premier League season will kick off. It was a different announcement we got. We'll talk about it when we return.
Kano Pillars, their supporters are fond of shouting at the top of their lungs, Saima Sugida. Saima Sugida, of course, in the Hausa language means it must be the owners of the house. That's the direct transliteration. And of course, Enyimba International, fantastic side, by achievement, by far the greatest team Nigeria has yet produced in football. Enyimba, two-time African Champions League winners. They're all here. And of course, that strong, powerful man with the armband, Chinedu Dodges, keeper of the side. And some have decided to dub him Captain Fantastic. One of the best performers on the local scene, without a shadow of a doubt. Well, one could wax lyrical about these two sides.
So this season, it will be 7th, a record.
And we are off underway here. Kano Pillars, Enyimba International. The Globe